Alright, YouTube, I'm back again. This is gonna be my third battle. Yet again, it's against a random opponent, and I accidentally went on Wi-Fi tier as opposed to Dreamworld tier. So I get to see my opponent's team, and you can see right now they have these Pokemon here, and I can tell you right now, one of them, aka this guy right here, Conqueror, is gonna be a bit of a problem. But I'm using my Sandstorm team, my most powerful team, so things shouldn't be all that bad. So starting off with my Hippodon, which is my lead, he sets up the Sandstorm, and he goes into a Donphan. I'm going to start off, I'm going to go with my Stealth Rocks, because I just love going with Stealth Rocks, as you guys have probably figured out by now. I'm going to wait on him, see what he's going to start off with, and I'm going to, if I had to make a prediction, I would say I see an Ice Shard coming. Not 100% sure whether I'm right or not, but if I am pretty sure I'll be ready for that. Just go into my Heatran should he go for a second one. But right now, he actually didn't go for his own Stealth Rock, and I'm so slow that I didn't notice it till just now, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm going to go for a Roar, and this time I really am predicting that Ice Shard, and instead he switches out into Zandora, which automatically gets switched back into Donphan thanks to my Roar. So he's kind of mad right now, probably. I just kind of trolled him a bit. He goes for a Rapid Spin, and I roar out a Dragonite. I'm going to put up another Stealth Rock, even though he can get rid of it with a Rapid Spin. And he goes for a very weak Dragon Claw. Didn't really do much at all. So instead of predicting to continue going with that Dragon Claw, I could switch into either Nathray or Heatran, and I'm actually going to go for Nathray. And he does, in fact, go for that Dragon Claw. It's going to be a bit of a troll. I'm going to hit him with a Leaf Seed right now. And he's probably going to switch out, and yes he does, he switched out into Hydreigon, Sazendora I'll call it, since that is the original Japanese name, and it sounds much cooler, no offense to its American name. He definitely has a flamethrower, however, so I'm going to switch up with a Vaporeon, and no, he has Fire Blast, same thing, it's more powerful. So I'm going to go for a Yawn, and he's probably going to switch up into Blissey. Unfortunately for me, I didn't get to capture him in Leaf Seed. I'm going to switch up now into Nathray, and he goes for a Wish, and he falls asleep, unfortunately for him. I'm going to throw a Leaf Seed at him, and he goes back into Hydreigon, which unfortunately, Hydreigon, I'm sorry, finally learned how to pronounce it. Yeah, he goes into a Hydreigon, and I do end up beating him again, so I know it's coming this time around. I'm going to go into a Vaporeon again, and instead he throws up a Draco Meteor, but his special attack does fall there, and I'm going to go for my own Wish this time. He goes into Blissey, I do pull off that Wish, I'm going to Yawn again, and he also uses Wish, but my Wish comes true while he uses it, and I'm fully recovered. So let's go back into Nathray, because I do want to set up some spikes, since he is switching up a lot, and he goes into Conqueror and is instantly burned, which is telling me basically that this is a Guts Conqueror. So I'm going to go into my Hippodon, let that thing take the hit, and instead he does go for a bulk up, so I'm just going to roar him away right now, if I don't die, which I don't, and he ends up as a Dragonite. So hopefully with 63 HP I'll survive a Dragon Claw, and unfortunately I do not, and I am taken down, so I'm going to go into Nathray again, and I'm going to throw Leech Seed, because Leech Seed is very fun to throw on people, and he goes into Donphan. So I'm assuming he's gonna get rid of those rocks right now. I'm gonna hit him with a Power Whip. Power Whip successfully hits him, but does not kill him, and yes, he did use Rapid Spin, and then my Iron Bars hurt him. So I'm gonna go for another Power Whip, hopefully hoping he won't switch out. And he, in fact, doesn't. He goes for an Earthquake, which gives me a little bit, brings me to about just over half, and I take him down with a Power Whip. He goes into Conqueror, and I really wouldn't want Nathray to go down, but Hippodon was the one that I would have wanted to go down. So I'm just gonna stay in here and let this Conqueror take out my Nathray right now. So just waiting on that. I guess I'll go for Power Whip, and he actually does go for a bulk up. I seriously wish I had thrown a Leaf Seed there. And he goes for a Drain Punch, and that's why I wish I had really went for that. Fortunately for him, with the Sandstorm going on, not to mention the fact that he, in fact, was getting hurt by the Iron Barbs, he was actually taking a lot of damage at the end of each turn. I'm actually looking to see if he had a Life Orb. Oh wait, no. Couldn't have a Life Orb, still ain't me. Alright, sorry about that. Now he's +1 in defense, so I really don't want to go into my surprising keg turn who has Sucker Punch. That's the fun thing about it. So I'll throw in Heat Tran. I should be able to outspeed it unless it does use a Mach Punch. I'm hoping right now that he doesn't really have it, or that I by some miracle survive it. And I'm going for a Fire Blast. I'm gonna just test to see whether or not he has Mach Punch. If he does, I'm in not that great a position, but I do have a small plan on taking down Conqueror. I did say he was going to be a problem, and it looks like my prediction was unfortunately right as usual. He goes for a Mach Punch and gets a crit, and it's going to definitely take down my Heat Train. So I'm down to Dory, Cacturn, and Vaporeon. I'm going to Vaporeon first because Vaporeon is going to weaken the Conqueror due to the Burn and Sandstorm. I'm going to use Protect and try to stall this out for a couple of turns, see how this works out. He got 31% health. He really won't survive for more than 3 turns with both the Burn and Sandstorm going on. And if Drain Punch doesn't hit, there's really nothing that he can do. Unfortunately, if he does hit me with a Drain Punch, which he is trying to do, I will unfortunately give him a lot of HP since I am a high HP Pokemon. I'm going to go for the Double Protect, which unfortunately does not work, and he hits me with a very powerful Drain Punch that pretty much gives him a lot of his health back, and he has more health than he started with. I'm going to my Cacturn. My Cacturn has Bright Powder to increase evasiveness, plus it has a Sand Veil ability to increase his evasiveness even more in the Sandstorm. So he won't really, if he does hit me, it's pretty unlucky, but at the same time, can't rely on these item hacks too much. Evasion hacks doesn't always work. Well, I'll protect him, he goes for a Mach Punch, and I want to finish it off, so I'm going to hit him with a Sucker Punch, but it unfortunately does not take him down. But he goes for a Mach Punch, so he takes himself down. And now with Conqueror out of the way, it's time for my secret weapon, my Doryuzu. Let's hope I can get a Dory Sweet Bar. He goes into Hydreigon, and I will slam it with a super effective X-Scissor. Definitely going first because my ability doubles my speed in a Sandstorm. Look at that pretty 550 speed. And he goes into a Dusclops, so he's probably going to have Burn waiting for me. I do expect a Will-O-Wisp. I'm going to go for Earthquake, and unfortunately, that's the end of that. My sweep has pretty much ended with that. He is going to be using Pain Split now. I'm going to try to Story Dance up. He gets a Nightshade off. And, yep, that's pretty much the game. And I lost yet another one, but, you know, things happen. So, that's it for this battle, and I'll see you guys at the next one.